There, but now can you hear me? Is that better? All right, yeah. Like I said, glad to be back. James C. Burns for you newcomers. Yes, I'm James C. Burns, Sergeant Frank Woods, Call of Duty, a few other things. Yeah, we're back. I think you guys hear me? Can you guys? Oh, I'm back. Well, there's a little button on the microphone. I've been playing with it, and it's obviously so. We're good. I'm back. I'm back, right? Yeah, it's just it's got a new microphone. It's a professional microphone. I don't want to. I don't want. I don't do a promotional for that. But yeah, that's it. It's not a microphone. They're making a Beetlejuice. Is that true? I love Beetlejuice. Yeah, yeah. Shuni's back here. So what's been going on with the week? I've been busy. I'm working on a new project. Again, I'm not going to talk about it. We've been in the recording studio a lot. With some really talented folks, really special stuff going on. I'm excited to talk about it at some point, but not right now. And writing, working, and trying to stay fit. Hard to do when I just enjoy eating way too much. I have sugar's tough, man. Once you stop, once I start doing sugar, it's like the floodgates open up. Like sugar's like it's like it truly is a drug for me. It's like I can't eat any of it because the minute I start to have a little bit of chocolate, I have a lot of and the next thing I'm eating cookies and stuff, and it throws me off. Yeah, yeah. How you doing, man? How you doing, buddy? Good to hear from you. Um, Yeah, I have a new project, but I really don't want to talk about it. I have a new game. It's going to be released. I'm in it. They've asked me not to talk about it, so I won't. Hey, Narks, how you doing, pal? I'm glad. Hey, man, you're a manager now. You're doing what you need to do. Good stuff. We'll catch up, man. I've been good. I've been really good, but I've been really focused, so it's great. It may be too soon for dad jokes right now, but we will get to that today. I'm on for an hour. I've got a full day recording in front of me, and that's going to start it. I have a seminar I have to attend at 10 o'clock. So I have to get out of here like 10:30 or so. Yeah, I'm doing a seminar. There's a take these classes. Been taking a lot of classes. Been doing a lot of studying. I like it. I like learning new things. So I got a new setup. I got a new camera. I got this, looks better today, right? It looks kind of professional-ish, ish. You know. Hey, Shuni. Good to hear you, kid. Lord of Cringe. I'm good. Look at that. Great. Did you make that thumb? Yeah. Good. Well, okay. Let's keep them clean because some of the dad jokes got a little dark last time we were on. Yeah. Yeah, it looks better, right? Yeah, and even the framing is better. I used to broadcast. Actually, let me get the get. There we go. That's a little better. There we are. I actually have a control panel now for this, and well, yeah. How was Germany? You want to come on and talk? You guys want to come on and talk about Germany? Let me put you on the show. You know, hey, Northern 123. Been way too long, man. How you doing? Yeah. Any good news out there? And anything to report? Any challenges you've overcome? Um, I've been upgrading my technology, and it's funny when everything changes, right? Like Mac, I bought a Mac computer, and um, what happens is they went from the 3 to the 4, and so you have to upgrade everything else around the computer's capabilities. So it's been a little bit of an investment. Is that true? You didn't see yeah, that's true. Like when I was in Tokyo, it was remarkable. Everybody was very, very, very lean, very slim, very trim. Not necessarily athletic, but trim. Like nobody really was terribly obese. I remember when I first went to my first time in Europe, I found people to be trimmer, but not as muscular. We tend to, we have muscle trucks. They have BMWs, right? That's kind of the whole thing. Well, it's just stuff like did you communicate well? Did you find humor? What was the humor like? Just your overall perceptions of how you found Germany to be? Because I haven't been there in a long time. I don't know what I see. There's a lot. Again, what you see in the newspaper and what you see in the online. There's a lot of disruptions, blah, blah, a lot of unrest. Things are being disrupted. You know what I mean? So that's I'm curious what your perspective is. Did you see, because it's not all Germany that's being with protests. I just wonder what you saw. This one, how you see Germany. Guy, I can barely put words in my mouth today. Cripes. Yeah. Yeah, a couple. Got a microphone, got a camera now. Learn how to use them both. I can actually let me do some fun stuff. I can do it. Zoom in, zoom out. Ooh, that's awful. Ooh, there I am. See, you see me in my glasses? Yeah. So yeah, I got that I can do. Yeah, there's things I haven't even played with yet. I have effects. Let me see what the effects do for us here. I can flip. I'm upside down. I can mirror upside down. I can flip back. Man. Now I'm back. All right. Oh no. I think that might have screwed things up because now there's a slight delay. All right. Yeah, Nars, get out of here. Have a good one, man. That's what I love. But they use a lot more sugar than we do too, right? They're I find the European diet they use a lot more sugar. Like there's more pastries. At least for me, I yeah, yeah, no preservatives, and I think they actually use sugar, dairy, and less artificial sweeteners and things. But it's the obesity that really is outstanding, right? And did you go anywhere like? But there's still McDonald's there and things. Yeah, yeah. Isn't that something? Kids are out on their bikes riding alone. You wouldn't. I'm in Burbank. I would never see that. Most people have their kids on a chain. Like they. I mean, the fact that people in America, especially in LA, they'll spend an hour to drive their kid to high school, and they would sit in line and all kids get out of the fucking car and walk into no, they got to drive up to the front of the school, and the kids got to get out there, and the parent will sit in the car for 45 minutes dropping off just that makes no freaking sense. Here, get out, go to school, walk. You know, no, they got to be dropped off right. And I can't believe we've descended to that place where we actually. I'm sure many of you out there are still in high school. Maybe that happens, but in LA and other big cities, LA especially, everyone. I see these kids, people just driving the kids, and the lines of cars, hundreds of cars in line, and it's a 300-yard walk. Or just get close. Here's a corner. Get out. Go. It's like it's so insane what we're doing right now. So insane. We've lost our minds in California. Not we. People in California lost their minds. Yeah, it's different. The schnitzel and the wurst, the bratwurst, and the beer. Yeah, you thought I'm sitting with your adopted daughter. Well, she is kind of. Oh, you're on a jumbo jet. Oh, it's. Did you go upstairs? Did you let you go upstairs and walk around the lounge? I love that. All right, so how you doing, buddy? Yeah. Well, thank you. Hmm. So pizza. Speaking of pizza, I don't know what I was doing, and I saw this guy who has this. He took a cake mold and he put a ramekin. So I just found out it's like this little serving dish upside down, and he took pizza dough, mozzarella, some other kind of cheese, some pepperoni, and he kind of made a slurry, mixed it up, and then he put it into the cake mold like like a bundt cake, and they baked it, and that was like it's like a pizza cake, and it looks absolutely delicious. I got to try that. Hey, Rapids, what's up, man? Many things. I've been working with the company a lot, um, helping them get a game off the ground, doing a few things for them. Just a little bit of voice work, but there are other things as well, and just plugging along, keeping my head above water, trying to stay out of trouble. You know. I think it's different though. I think the sugar we use is more processed. I'm talking about sweets in general. I find that Europeans like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the way I eat. But you know what? I think you're right. I think it's just because I eat like a no sugar diet. When I go there, it seems more. It just seems more imbalanced. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was a mistake. Yeah. I think you're right. Is that true? Are you really afraid to walk places in America? Are you? I've heard this before. I was walking with a daughter of a friend of mine, and she said, "Oh, God, it's so good to have you walking with me." I go, "Why?" She goes, "Well, I feel so safe." I go, "You live here. How do you not feel safe? Because you don't like." And is that a function of a programming that you're trained to be afraid, or are there actual threats out there that are lurking in the dark that you know of? I'd be curious to find out. Huh. See, I this is what I love this. This I did not know. I thought, I guess, 'cause again, I guess is my perspective. I eat, for me, if I put a half teaspoon of sugar in a cup of tea, that's like me really going off the wagon. I don't eat, I don't eat a lot of sugar. I do eat fruit though, but not cookies. I definitely eat cereal, none of that stuff. Interesting. No life skills taught that way. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Yeah, that was like that's how it was for me in Tokyo as well. It's just that the people, there's very little ambient threat, especially in the subways. In New York, I was in New York for a long time, 15 years, and you get in a subway, you got to be alert because the subway is just, you know, there's it's a hunting ground, man. People come into New York because that's where the money is. People, it's a hunting ground, and we are at the end of the day, especially in, men, we're still predators. We're still hunter gatherers. So if you think the only way you're going to make a living is by stealing your money, then you're going to go the best possible places to steal. It's a new modern form of hunting. Although scavenging has always been something. The Vikings were known for that. They would raid monks and monasteries and kill them all and take all their stuff and be proud of it. That's like, well, yeah, that's a culture, right? So yeah, I love this conversation. It's great. And Italian pizza. Yeah, it's true. Oh well, the cheese, absolutely. That I wasn't a cheese eater. I never ate cheese. I had maybe a grilled cheese of that really bad that yellow American cheese that they put on grilled cheese at dinner in high school. Remember those? There's really bad grilled. I mean, they're delicious, but and then went to play hockey in Europe, and I started trying different kind of cheese. I mean, we had pizza cheese and mozzarella. That was about it where I came from, Western Mass. But I got to Europe and all these different kind of cheeses and all these different kind of meats and things. And the bread. I grew up on Wonder Bread. Came in a plastic bag. It was white. It was tasteless. All of a sudden you go to Europe and everything is. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Same thing in Japan too. Japan, the beer and the bread is different. I think they don't use these different kind of yeast or no preservatives. I'm not sure what the story of that is. It, Great question, man. It's a great question. I mean, again, not all are doing this. I don't want to make like every household in America, but in LA, I see it a lot. Now, it doesn't mean everybody's doing it. I'm sure there's people out there saying, walk to school, you lazy bum. I'm sure there's parents out there, but I have seen far too many. I'm not saying it's everybody, but it's like there are, people and they sit in line to drop their kid off at the entrance. Like just drive by, do a drive by, slow up, let them jump out. I mean, and again, I hate to say back in the day, but I remember going to school in a pickup truck. The guy just barely slowed down. We had to jump off the back, and we laughed about it. It was funny. We jump in a snowbank. It was, it was, yeah, I think parents became, I don't know. There's a whole psychology, man. I don't want to I don't track it up. There's a whole psychology as to why it got here. And I don't know if it's good. People are really oversensitive and, you know, you're never late, man. You're here right on time. I mean, that's what it's the it's the processed sugar that's used. And there's a whole science under this because it's, I don't know. I don't want to start. I don't know anything about that. So she said, yes, it's actually fucking dangerous. Getting followed, cat calls, people get aggressive with you, asking for attention, dates, even in places you know. It ain't safe. So it's not safe or you don't feel safe. Again, I'm not challenging it. I want to know what the distinction is. Is it actually, it's because you feel unsafe, or is it actually, is there imminent danger to you? Because it's important. Because I know that sometimes I know I don't feel safe or I don't feel secure, and it's not reality. So I'm not challenging. I'm saying, is there a differentiation? Do you know when you're just feeling unsafe and it may not qualify for this, or are you actually seeing a real threat, real danger? How do you identify a threat? Is it just the feeling, or is there other ways to identify what the threat looks like? Hey, Devon. The woman, there's places you absolutely have to go, and you're in that position. But man, you plan a day around it. And go out to certain hours. That's horrible. It's horrible. Where the fuck do you live? I mean, are you in a big city or small town? Or is this is? Yeah. Because remember something. I don't know. I can't speak for you. I don't know what your experience is, but I that's horrible. That's freaking horrible. That's terrible. My question is like this. How much, like, is it constantly encroaching, or are you able to say, all right, can you differentiate between something that's repeated actual danger and something that's projected? Because I know that it's like when you get a new car and all of a sudden you see your new car. I got my truck. I saw that truck everywhere. I never noticed it before, but they were everywhere. Ford F-150, right? So the human brain, it's called confirmation bias. When we're looking for something, we see it. So again, I'm not challenging your experience. First of all, I think it's reality. I think people are really desensitized, and there are very few consequences for actions anymore. And people get. I think this ability to be anonymous has bled into, and people get rewarded for bad behavior, for doing stupid shit, and they record it, put it online, and they make. So I think we are rewarding bad behavior. I think we're rewarding this. There's a masculine behavior that is not, and don't call it toxic masculinity. That's not what people are just trying to destroy masculine behavior. Masculine behavior is not what's being described out there. Like, a masculine behavior is the guy who can protect you as you walk down the street. That's masculine behavior. What this is it's infantile, childish behavior. It has nothing to do with masculinity. So I got to be careful of that. But that sucks. I don't want my community to be in danger. What's up, man? Yeah. There's rumor that I may be getting back on the ice. There's a rumor. It's my rumor for myself. Geez, how does that happen? I mean, that to me, that's more the problem for me. Like, how does a guy who is proven, like, and it's like, how do you prove to somebody that you? I'm sure it's awful. It's fucking awful. Well, we are all over the fucking map today. What they do, you can get whole wheat flour. I mean, again, in the U.S., we have the spectrum of everything. We have everything you get in Germany, you can get here. It's just what you choose to buy and where you choose to shop. You have options. Like I like my diet. I feel pretty good, um, but I really avoid certain brands. I have never eaten at McDonald's. I have not in 25 years. I don't fast food at all. Uh, can't handle it. I know that certain kind of breads I don't eat. I know it works. What kind of fuel works and what kind of fuel doesn't work. So yeah. See, I believe in that. I mean, like you're asking parents to do something that's autonomy time. When a kid leaves house and goes to school, that's learning how to be in the world. I think that's part of the reason why it's so unsafe is because we've made it unsafe. We've made it feel. There's this whole. There's a whole other thing I want to get into, but I just feel bad for you, Sunni. It's horrible. If you live down the street, I'd take care of you. I'd have my guys look out for you. Yeah. Yeah, good point. Good point. There's a lot to talk about in that, isn't there? Yeah, I mean, when's the last time you saw a character on TV where the guy wasn't, where he was a strong, uh, trustworthy, reliable father figure? I mean, there aren't many left. They're very flawed and varied. But our women, our heroes are women now. Our men are, especially in comedies, men are drawn to be, useless and bumbling and they're dumber than their wives and it's tough. Hollywood's tough, man. Hollywood is, you get people um, who grew up feeling oppressed, and now they have a certain amount of power. And it's like the Revenge of the Nerds. You see that movie? It's kind of real. Yeah, smaller towns. Yeah, yeah. A karambit. Yeah, run, fucking run. The best. The best way, the best thing to avoid problems, I find, and I've been accused of many horrible things, but when I see things that I sense could be a threat, I cross the road, get out of the way, you know. And I'd rather be accused of being certain things than being part of somebody's learning curve. Hey, yeah, you know what? We are in a place now where it's criminals watch the news too. Criminals everything we do, people who want to everyone gets the same information. So every time you get a special card defense or somebody out there building a way to defeat it, for your credit cards and things. Hey Freya, how you doing? Good to see you, GI Jane. you you wear you have a plate in your backpack. You have a ballistic plate in your backpack. Holy crap. From Sacramento. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with you guys. You guys are so fast today. Oh my God, I'm way behind the feet here. Hang on. I've eaten that. I love Ezekiel bread. I use that. I love it. I love Ezekiel bread. I try gluten free. That's okay, but it tastes like, you know, no Ezekiel. There's a lot of good brands out there. You shop. You just got to be able to shop and take your time and find out what works for you. I believe, Teddy, I believe that too. Having somebody with you, having somebody who's familiar, it's all in company always makes you feel better. Having backup, you know. Thanks, Narks. Appreciate that. All right, now you're crossing the line. Now you're crossing the line. Hey, Wolfie, how you doing, man? Yeah, Wolfie, I still need your correct address. All right, get it to me because I got your post. They sent it back to me. So get me your correct address. Send it to me. You know, and that was back in what? That was back in the 1930s. You said that. You know, I think women should know how to fight anyway. I think everybody should know how to fight. I think that's the super. We'll train people about lies told in history, and like women, it doesn't matter how to balance a checkbook, how to how to read a contract, how to apply for a job, how to talk to an interview, how to take care of yourself, how to cook, how to clean, how to repair your car. These are things we should learn in school. You know, reading, writing, arithmetic, everything else is just opinions. And we have these fucking teachers that become the conduits of idiocy. It's terrible. Just teach kids how to read, how to reading ability, writing ability, and how to do basic math, and then cooking, how to clean your own house, how to use a dishwasher, how to use a microwave, things that how to take care of a car or a computer, learn how to learn self-defense, learn physical fitness, learn to cook. This is what high school should be, man. Our school should be teaching you life skills because you're not getting it home anymore because parents aren't even doing it. They don't know. Most parents don't know half the shit they need to teach their kids. Yeah. I think there's a lot of things we looked at because if child support, I think, hey, look at if a guy has no choice in whether a child is no, I'm not saying I'm pro-abortion or anti-abortion. That's not the point. But if a man has no choice in the decision a woman makes about having a kid, then he should not be held accountable for wanting to pay for that kid or not. And this is about accountability. Before you do that deed, you better make sure that's a person that you want to spend the rest of your life connected to, because there's a good probability that if there's a pregnancy, you are connected to that person the rest of your life. So making that decision well before the incident, that's the answer. It's a tough pill to swallow because we're told, enjoy your life and all this other stuff and be free, but there's consequences for actions, right? You want to be a private Ronan, you are the shit. You are the man. Sure, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, there's a lot of yeah, in downtown LA. I won't even go. I don't go places I don't want to ever have to be held. I don't want the aftermath. If something happens and I got to take care of myself, if I get attacked in the street, right, and I defend myself, I'm going to jail. The guy who attacked me will get an award. I mean, I'm not even being facetious. Like if someone breaks into your house and you defend yourself, and the guy end up being severely hurt or perished, you will actually be tried and say, well, you could have ran away, you could have run out of your house. Why did you stay there? And that's you can't even defend your store. If somebody's stealing shit from your store, you'll get prosecuted for it's fucked up. It's like it's just, and I'm talking like a radio show host now. Anyways, yeah, it's getting strange. Yes, the mitochondria is that. I saw that movie. Oh, Freya, I can't put that online, Freya. Oh my God. Ron and I agree. Absolutely. Yeah. There you go. I love it. Yeah. Shuni. Exactly. Yeah. Sure. With great freedom comes great responsibility. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's a, is it, do you think it's on purpose? Do you think it's a way of getting people not to stand up, not to take action so that you're easier to control? That leave it to the authorities. Don't take any action. Like, let the authorities handle your shit. Is that what this is? Is that what we're trying to do? You know? Hey, Frey, go back to work. Good talking to you. My guess is 9:30 already. Yeah, I mean, it's a strange line. It's not a clean line, is it? It's a gray area because we're saying, well, freedom of speech. That means you get to say anything you fucking want, right? But if I own a business and I get to control, I get control of my house. So no, you can't say whatever you want in my house, right? So there's limits to freedom of speech. There's limits, and that's when things get complicated. You know, like what is self defense and what is revenge? That's really the issue. Are you and is the fight or flight spur of the moment instinct? Is that revenge or that it's like it's you we can't, not yet anyways. Your state of mind during any situation, it's hard to define because it's so fast, it's so visceral. Are we regressing to our primal state? These are, let's see. Well, man was robbed in self-defense because the shop owner was robbed, but he's yeah, yeah, I've read that. There's a lot of that. Like, they're saying, well, okay, the thinking is this. Hey, Brock Fuller, how you doing, Brock? The thinking is this, from my understanding, is that the value of what they stole is much less than the value of their lives. That's the thinking. Like, okay, they stole it, you know, and they say, okay, well, how do you prevent that? Well, you prevent it by, it costs you more money for that. But that's really the thinking. It's like, well, that human life is more valuable than that $25 bottle of booze he just stole. That's the thinking. But see, that's again that from my understanding, the argument is this: that somebody stealing something from your house, their life is still more valuable than the things you're stealing from your house. That is the argument. Think about that. You know, but who's putting the value on that human life? That is the whole thing with with people who are resisting arrest. Like when they end up, you know, you know, the cops are being cool for 45 minutes, and all of a sudden they say, fuck this, we're gonna do, and because they resisted arrest, they end up putting themselves in a position where they get hurt or they perish. Well, okay, at what point does that human life become more of a problem to other people? That really is the issue. We have so many broken people that somehow we have to accommodate them by letting them act out, misbehave. And if you stop that, you're saying, well, that person's life is not worth as much as my stuff. Okay, my watch, my iPhone, I worked hard for those. Yeah, but they're not as important as her life. That's the conversation that's being had, right? Brock, I agree. Yeah, you have the right to say that, but I have the right to fire you because I don't like what you're saying. So how can your right to say something supersede, be more important than my right to say I disagree with that and I don't want it around me? You leave. So it should be a balance. Like it should be fair, equal law. It should be there's a word for that, when the law should apply in both directions. Some know there's a legal term about the law. It's a Latin term where the law needs to apply to both parties equally. I think the colloquialism is what's good for the geese is good for the gander, that kind of thing. Yeah. Ah, Schnitzel. Hey, Jason, how you doing, man? Nice thumb you got there. Yeah. Dude, no, not an onion. Demo steak. All right, buddy. Good to talk to you again. Say hi to your dad for me, right? Schnitzel. For those who don't know, schnitzel is it's meat covered in bread and deep fried, right? Am I wrong? Is it deep fried? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. You work in the dark but serve in the light. I like that. Good food will do that, man. Good food. Mm. When I was in Italy, there's some restaurants you go to, like, you just like every single dish is like, oh my god, that is so freaking good. It's fried in the pan. So schnitzel's fried in the pan. Yeah. Okay. Loves. I mean, I remember I used to. We have team dinners, and they serve schnitzel. Yeah. He's like, it was one of my favorite things. There's a couple things I had. They had French fries. I was in Belgium, which is the kitchen in Belgium is very similar. This German, French, and because Belgium's been conquered by the French, by the Dutch, by the Germans. So they have all these other influences. But the schnitzel was amazing. Yeah. You're going dog sledding, man. That sounds great. Yeah. Dog sledding. Um, yeah, get prepared. They move, man. I think dogs can pull a sled like almost 30 miles an hour, right? When they're going at a good pace. What does EHP mean? I don't know what that means. Yeah. Checking in on some text coming in. Check some email. Well, I got you guys here. Ooh, Mastros. They sent me a. Here. All right, so what we got here? James, I believe it's the government's plan to control the public, but putting several loopholes in a system that allow people to start fighting against each other until there's no privacy. Can't argue against that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I was onboarding my new my global entry information, and it's like, man, they know everything about me. I can't go anywhere without being. I'm in the system now. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I think this idea of turning us against each other is I would hate to think it's an actual people sat in a room and said, "Hey, we should do this," but I don't know. I think there are people who generally believe they're doing the right thing, and that they think that most of humanity cannot control itself and doesn't have the basic intelligence to know not to pollute and destroy their own environment. So I think there are a lot of people who believe they are doing good by trying to, all these things it's like every horrible thing that ever happened in history happened because somebody in their heart believed they were doing the right thing, and that because of that they get to kill somebody else. Like in Soviet Russia, they murdered 25 million people because they believed that their system was. And if you don't believe, you don't agree with us, and you need to die because our way is so perfect, so right. And Cambodia, same thing. The Khmer Rouge, they just fucking obliterated a few million people because they couldn't take the chance of a thought that may become, thought that everybody was having would get voiced. And are we walking that direction here right now? Are there places where, yeah, Australia seems like, how did that happen? Australia to me was always a place of the real kind of independent spirits. That's how we've always seen Australia. To see it, New Zealand, all like how to become such a. From what I see now, I don't. It may not be accurate. It may just be the way it's being portrayed. But is it, is it that compliant? Are people so like disarmed now? You have no weapons. Can't carry weapons. You're being police are people are being arrested for thought crimes, which is horseshit. Now you can, in America is getting strange here too. This whole thing with Israel and Palestine, like people are calling for the death of Jews, and they're going, but when people stand up against it, they get thrown in jail. So these and things that happen at the education, Harvard and stuff. Again, I can't even. I shouldn't talk about this because I don't know if it's fucking real or not. I just see bits and clips and bits and pieces. You look on one side, you see this one thing, and it's fucking it's a hard place to be right now, making decisions on what to believe. Hmm. Yeah, I guess. I have no fucking. What language are you guys talking about? I mean, seriously, what language? I cringed. Base. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, I just I find it unfathomable that people would actually make decisions that would kill. Is it possible? Sure. I just find it unfathomable. Maybe I'm naive. Is it? Do people really say, hey, let's start a war and kill a bunch of folks? I have a hard time believing that. Yeah, what's wrong with my finger? I slammed it with a hammer. Don't ask. Yeah. I always try to understand mindset. What makes someone think it's okay to do that? What makes somebody think it's all right? Are you laughing at me, Shuni? Oh well, might as well. I do it every day. Hey Ricardo, how you doing, man? I am having a great year. I am closing in on 2024 with a really good mindset. Hope you're well. It's been Do I have any Christmas plans? Not yet. I'm not sure. I'd love to go back east and visit my buddy Rick and his clan, but I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts, so I don't know yet. Oh, sweet, you can laugh at me. It's like I laugh myself all the time. Yeah. I'm not working on a new Black Ops game. I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of really drifting out of that universe. There's a there's a new thing on the horizon for me that I'm not at liberty to speak of yet, but and it's gonna very much overshadow that old thing. So that's kind of slowly moving into the past. Yeah, I still do cameos, but I am not sure. There's nobody I know at Treyarch. I don't know what the game's about. I don't think we haven't had conversations. I don't know anything. There's yeah, nothing. I don't know. I'm not. I am so out of that loop. It's crazy. We all do today. I need to work out today. Absolutely. Nah. That's nah. Something else. All right, to get out of here, man. Have a great. Yeah, I'm going to close down shop in 8 minutes, so we can start making an exit. Crazy skate dude. It all starts in Cuba. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Black Ops. All right. Lords of Gaming. Yes. I got to find this song. This sounds like a great song. I got to find it. Yeah, Black Ops 2 was a real penultimate game. I think that was the epitome. I think that was the top of the pyramid when it came to when in the Call of Duty. I think Black Ops 2 was the epitome of success. You know, 3 was what it was. 4 was what it was. Cold War was kind of this. It was an aircraft landing at fumes, I think. Those are your best Reich. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, roll. Must be roll, right? Yeah. You guys singing the song? I love it. You guys are singing the song. Yeah, so let's start doing a wind out here. We got 7 minutes left. I'll be back. I'm going to try to be back here next Saturday. I should be here during the holidays doing shows. You guys want to do a Christmas show? Should I do a Christmas concert? Would you guys like a Christmas concert? Hey, Pop Sue 93, how you doing? Who is this? Pop Sue 93. Who are you? Huh, I like that. I like you. I love seeing the thumbs, the thumbs you guys come up with. It's kind of great. Sarge singing. Yeah, I'm gonna try to recut Warzone. I'm working on a new Christmas song, but I may do a Christmas concert. I'll let you guys know. Hey, Raji, glad you're here. I think so. Yeah, I think it's true. I think the Cold War was the something. I think it's gone somewhere else. Black Ops 2 was that was it's over 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Think about that. That's a long time. You know. Is Krampus coming back? Is he? And so this is Krampus. Yeah. Yeah, I have to dust those off. Maybe do a Christmas show. Put the Santa suit on. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, let me check. Got some new emails here. Who's reaching out to me today? Nothing worth reading. All right. All right. So it's 7:55. My tea is cold. I've got to get a workout in. I've got to got some cameos to knock out, and then it's a work day. Yeah. I mean this. Uh, yeah. Well, actually, what happened with this? Was it the hammer? No, it got locked in a ladder. What's happened? Yeah. Yeah, Jason. I've heard that, but you know what, Jason? I'm not sure I want to be popular. I kind of like this. I can talk to everybody. I know most of the people on the screen here. Teddy, he's been a long time. It's more personal this way. And that's more of a conversation I have once a week with people. A lot of good folk. People come here, gravitate. We have a lot in common, and so I think if I pushed it, my goal is never to have 100 million followers. That's never the goal. My goal is to have a group of people I really like and who like me, and we get along and support what I do. That's what I want. Having 300 million people, I don't know. That's I don't know if I can handle that. And Major Tom will sing along. Um, I think so. Yeah, I have a gym in my garage. I don't like going to gym. I don't like music. I don't like. I go to gyms and it's just like it's going to a discotheque for me. Just and that's just not my. Just that whole idea of getting out of your body when you work out, distracting yourself, headphone, and no. I want to, when I work out, it's supposed to be about me getting inside serenity and kind of working to be integrated with my body instead of like just getting through the effort and trying to ignore the effort. People are getting revved up. It's like, it's how injuries happen, man. For me, that's how injuries have always happened. Getting so revved up and getting distracted. So no, I can't go to a gym anymore. No, it wasn't climbing the ladder. What happened was it was one of those collapsible ladders. You hit those thing and it just caught me on the finger. And I closed it, had my hand in the wrong place. Hmm. No, not Woods. That was Burns. Woods would never climb a ladder, never close. He just throw the ladder on the ground and walk away. He wouldn't bother. It's me snapping these two. They have these. It's a folding, collapsing ladder, and you have these two buttons on the side. You got to push them in, and sometimes they get stuck. And I just kind of slapped it in, and I didn't pull my finger out in time. That's all. I'll survive. I'll survive. All right. All right. Any last thoughts before I close down the shop here? It's good to see everybody again. Glad you showed up this morning. Appreciate it. Yeah. Wow. That's Yeah, I agree, Devin. For me, I was in New York and I used to train in Central Park on a bike or my rollerblades, and I can't tell you how many people will just run with their headphones, oblivious, and there's cabs and there's traffic, and then they get upset when somebody, when they run into the road and somebody hits them or almost hits them. They get, what? Look out! It makes you stupid. Getting distracted. Getting distracted from what you're doing, like especially in a city, in a gym. Yeah, there's like, wow, you're here. You know, that's my pet peeve at hockey. I don't go to hockey games anymore because it's like going to a rock concert, going to watch hockey, and every minute that's not gameplay, there's rock music, and it's just loud and invasive, and then people out there dancing idiots everywhere. I go, that's not what I'm coming for. I'm not coming for this dumbass party, which is dumb. The stuff they're doing is dumb, celebrating idiocy, and the hockey game breaks out in between. I know that it's probably entertainment for many people, but for me, I'm just not. It doesn't work for me anymore. I am. I'm a grumpy old man. In many ways, I am. In many ways, I am. All right, that's it. It's 1 o'clock. I'm going to say my goodbyes, and I love this. You guys connect and make friends with each other. That's what we need. That's what we're doing here. That's what this is. You guys come by, connect in, and just expand. You know, expand because everyone here is rational. Everyone here can see two sides of the story and understand. Oh, okay. There's two actualities here. There's two ways to see there's more than one way to see a circumstance, and that is the balance we miss. That we're drifting to a time where people are like, well, if you don't agree with me, then you're the enemy. No, I'm helping you because your idea may not be complete. There may be parts that you're missing that could actually hurt yourself with. You know. My friend, the deadliest thing here is a mother with an cast iron pan. That's universal, my friend. That is freaking universal. Yeah. All right, everybody. I'm out of here. Get your wood out, and I'll see you next week. Stay tuned. There's things happening that I'll be making announcements about this week. Actually, I have a week off, so I have a lot going. Hey, Intimidator, how you doing? Yeah, that's it. And people keep showing up, and I don't want to leave because people keep showing up saying hi. All right, I haven't been on the Discord in forever. So Shuni, you get that going, yeah. And and watch the parking meters. All right, everybody. Big hug to y'all, and see you soon. All right, woods out.